Welcome back, ladies and gents. Today we are going to be talking about how Polkadot is leading the charge in regards to the tokenization of real-world assets. Today I want to share with you guys some projects within the Polkadot ecosystem that are working towards the ultimate goal of the tokenization of everything. Now, in 2023, Larry Fink came out publicly and said he believes the next evolution for markets is the tokenization of them. And there is a potential $700 trillion that is still to be tokenized. Now, this isn't going to happen overnight. It's likely going to take some time, but Polkadot and its ecosystem is very well positioned to actually enable this and be a key player within the tokenization of everything. I want to dive over now very quickly to a tweet from Hunter Horsley that essentially says BlackRock's CIO previously, or recently I should say, said a few years ago, we thought private permissionless blockchains would lead. We now realize public blockchains are better. And of course, what is Polkadot? It is a public blockchain governed by the Polkadot token holders. And for anybody that hasn't already checked out OpenGov, do go and do so. It has given me hours of entertainment and really brought up, I think, a lot of philosophical questions in regards to the usage of a on-chain government in the future, and actually why that's so necessary. We'll be doing a longer video on that, I'm sure. So this used to be a debate. Quietly, the debate has been settled. So very interesting revelation from BlackRock's CIO. We know Larry Fink, the BlackRock CEO, has essentially said that markets are all going to be tokenized, and ultimately Polkadot, I believe, is leading this charge, and we're going to share with you a number of projects that are doing exactly that. Before we do that, I also want to re-impress just the colossal size of the tokenization market. It stands today, or is expected to get to around about $10 trillion by 2030, but ultimately there is a $700 trillion that is out there to be captured and put onto blockchains, and I think Polkadot is positioning itself rather comfortably for doing this. So let's dive into that clip, and that $700 trillion doesn't involve new kinds of forms of assets that the cryptocurrency space is essentially creating, whether that be what Origin Trails are doing with knowledge itself, an amazing project. We've got to do an entire video on them. We have interviewed Zigger, been lucky enough to interview Zigger. Really hoping to get him back on as soon as possible. Maybe an in-person thing coming in the future. Who knows? What I want to do is play this clip, and then we're going to get into the projects that are pioneering the tokenization of real-world assets for Polkadot.
So there are several estimates of potential market value of digital assets, but all the pundits agree that the opportunity is in the tens of trillions of dollars by 2030, as home equity, bonds, and other asset classes all come on chain. And while $24 trillion, as we see here in this slide, is a very large number, you have to remember it's still just a fraction of the $700 trillion of investable assets globally to come and play over the next several decades. All of these assets will need to be ledgered, registered, and exchanged on blockchain networks that support a diverse range of asset classes, issuers, and investors, while acting as a good control location and mitigating risk across the network. So which Layer 1 blockchains will dominate this new industry? Well, this is the multi-trillion-dollar question. For an answer, we can look to traditional financial services for guidance. From credit cards to custody banks, we know that a global oligopoly of providers inevitably evolves due to security, interoperability, and regulatory pressures. We think we'll see the same dynamics in DeFi, and a very small number of public blockchains will be used to register, ledger, and exchange the world's financial assets.
So for anybody who's unfamiliar with who that was the former managing director of BNY Mellon, one of the largest banks within the United States. And his name is Anthony Morrow, somebody we're very hopeful that we can reach out to talk about this in more detail. Now, the future is going to be on public permissionless blockchains, not private ones. I do think there are going to be private ones, but the whole system's going to intermingle. And ultimately, I think Polkadot's very well positioned for this. What I want to do now is dive over to some Polkadot projects that are actually trying to enable this future that we're moving towards and capitalize on that opportunity. So the first project that I have for you is Centrifuge, bringing traditional finance and blockchain together. At the heart of Polkadot's real-world asset movement is Centrifuge. This platform aims to bridge the gap between traditional real-world assets and blockchain-based finance. Centrifuge's primary mission is to bring liquidity to assets like invoices, real estate, and royalties by tokenizing them. This process not only democratizes access to capital, but also ensures that assets are utilized efficiently. By leveraging blockchain technology, Centrifuge ensures transparency, reduced costs, and opens up new finance opportunities for a wider audience. And of course, Polkadot is that blockchain that they are leveraging. The next one that we have for you, and we did a video on this recently, is of course Energy Web, tokenizing renewable energy. Another noteworthy player in the Polkadot ecosystem is Energy Web, EWT, which is the token. This platform focuses on tokenizing green and renewable energy assets, contributing significantly to the real-world asset market. Energy Web's mission aligns perfectly with the global push towards sustainability and renewable energy. By bringing these assets onto a blockchain, and it's both on Ethereum and Polkadot, it is worth me noting that, Energy Web not only promotes a greener planet, but also provides investors with a unique opportunity to invest in sustainable initiatives. The tokenization of renewable energy assets ensures transparency, enhanced efficiency, and fosters a new era of green investment. The next one that we have for you is Excavert, the future of real estate. Excavert is pioneering a trustless and permissionless approach to real estate finance and property investment on the Polkadot network. By utilizing blockchain technology, Excavert aims to create a global decentralized platform for real estate transactions. This innovation allows for smoother, more transparent, and more efficient property dealings. Investors can now participate in real estate markets without the traditional barriers of entry, making it more inclusive and accessible investment adventure. The next one that we have for you guys is Artisanal, on-chain built environment. Now, let's dive into this one. So Artisanal is another trailblazer in the Polkadot ecosystem, focusing on bringing the built environment on-chain. This initiative is particularly exciting because it opens up new possibilities for urban development and infrastructure projects. By tokenizing built environment assets, Artisanal provides a novel way to finance and manage large-scale projects. This approach not only improves the transparency, but also attracts a broader range of investors, driving innovation and growth in urban developments. The next one that we want to cover is Ficon Network, green renewable assets. Now, green is a big thing, ladies and gentlemen. The Ficon Network stands out with its focus on green real-world assets as a layer 2 app chain and DeFi protocol on Polkadot. Ficon is dedicated to build and manage environmentally friendly assets. This initiative aligns with the growing demand for sustainable investment, offering a platform that not only supports green projects, but also ensures their efficient and transparent management. By leveraging DeFi principles, Ficon provides a unique blend of financial innovation and environmental stewardship. Of course, the last one, but certainly not least, is AgroToken. Now, these were previously a project built on top of Algorand. They migrated over to Polkadot, like we're seeing many projects do. AgroToken is transforming the agricultural sector by digitizing grain and turning them into crypto assets. This innovation is particularly significant for farmers and investors alike. By tokenizing agricultural projects, AgroToken ensures a more efficient supply chain, improves transparency, and opens up new financing opportunities for farmers. Investors, on the other hand, gets access to a new asset class, diversifying their portfolio and contributing to the agricultural sector growth. So, we know the entire world is looking, or very likely in my opinion, to be tokenized. Polkadot has, in my opinion, not just the richest ecosystem in regards to the tokenization of real world assets, but things generally. If you look in the Polkadot ecosystem, it has everything, and it does it in a scalable, reliable manner. And I'm exceptionally excited to see what the future of Polkadot looks like with all the upgrades that are coming, Jam, etc., etc. We will be covering that in a lot more detail, and of course getting more Polkadot projects back on the show to talk to us about what they're doing. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to love and leave you. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed presenting it. Hope to see you all in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. See you all in the next one.